All right, guys, if you didn't get your late present from Amazon, or if you haven't got your email yet, which is your late present, I'll go ahead and let you know what it says here. You can read this here if you want. I'm going to read off my screen so you can see what's there. And I've made some notes additionally that I'll read because there's a lot to unpack here. But basically, I'll read it to you here. We are writing to you today about an upcoming change to your Prime Video experience starting January 29th. Prime Video movies and TV shows will include limited advertisements. This will allow us to continue investing in compelling content and keep increasing that investment over a long period of time. We aim to have meaningful, fewer ads than linear TV and other streaming TV providers. No action is required from you, and there's no change to the current price of your Prime membership. We will also be offering a new ad-free option for an additional $3 per month that you can sign up for here. So yeah, I'll get into the rest of the email here in a minute, but Prime is basically asking you with open hands. This poor, starving, multi-billion-dollar company is having just this hard time keeping money in, and they really want you to pay some more money up. They want you to pony up another $3 per month, or they're going to slam you with ads. I don't know what that's going to look like. I am going to try it out on because I have no option. You know, I pay for Prime as it is, and I'll explain why I do. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, "Why bother?" I have limited reasons to keep Prime at this point, but the fact that they have just this hat out waiting for you to dump money and to pay an extra $3 to get an ad-free portion of something that literally every other provider has. They're trying to compare themselves to top streamers in the video streaming department. Netflix isn't charging me for ads, not at this point anyway. HBO Max isn't charging me for ads. So this is a really bad step for Amazon, and I think they're going to see backlash on this. So I want to get into the thing because further down this email, I'm not posting it here, but further in this email, they list all the benefits at the bottom there. They can tell you that Prime is a very compelling value, and they tell you Prime members enjoy these following benefits. So I'm going to go through the list for you, and if you already know, then great. But if you don't know, I want to explain some of these to you. But we're going to start with the first one, which is more than 300 million items available with free Prime shipping, and tens of millions of the most popular items available with free same-day or one-day delivery. Okay, yeah, but the problem is that the Prime delivery service has not been what it was, right? 1 to 2 day delivery does not exist for me in most cases. We're talking 3 to 4 day delivery. And remember, I'm paying for the perk of 1 to 2 day. So we're looking at 3 to 4 day delivery at this point. So that has deteriorated. So that perk is becoming less and less useful. And that is the one key measure or one key item that I have kept Prime for. If that continues to deteriorate, I'm considering discontinuing my Prime service. Access to exclusive and broad streaming content. Yeah, but that's kind of useless now if you're going to put ads in it because it just doesn't, it's not going to be the same, right? It's not going to be the same at all. And I'm going to be turning to alternative sources to get the content you provide if that's what you're going to do. Next one is access to Prime Video channels, which provides an unmatched selection of subscription channels like Max, Paramount Plus with Showtime, BET, MGM. It goes on and on and on. With no extra apps to download, no cable required. Customers only pay for the ones they want and you cancel anytime. But wait, they just said in that line that Prime Video channels are provided unmatched selection of subscription channels. You're making it sound like it's free, but it's not. You're charging me for those. You're going to put those in there and then I have to pay for them. That's not a service you're providing. And I already have those other streaming channels. Will those have ads as well? Is that going to be a thing? So I am going to pull up the benefits. Sorry, guys. There's a lot there. So there's that breakdown there. You guys can see more in detail. I'm shortening some of it because there's just too much listed. They're really trying to bloat this out in the email to make it look like you're getting a value. I'm going to go on to the next image here. So next up, we have the ability to use your Prime shopping events like fast, free delivery, a seamless checkout experience, 24/7 live chat support, hassle-free returns. On online stores, you'd better have a seamless checkout system in this modern day and age. If you don't, you have a problem. And fast, free delivery, all delivery is free unless I'm paying for shipping. So if you're talking about the free shipping, you already listed that as a benefit before. And you can't note the same benefit twice in this case like that because that's not a benefit. And live chat support, where's that? I've never experienced live chat support with Amazon. I had a problem with a pair of shoes that I needed to get returned, and I had to wait an entire day to get a hold of someone to handle that because the form on their site was not working. So there is no live 24/7 chat support. I don't know what they're talking about that. I've never seen it. It's never worked. I've never even found an option for that. Not chat, not with a person, nothing. And hassle-free returns, you'd better have that. Even eBay, what some people consider the garage sale store of the internet, has hassle-free returns. So don't try to sell hassle-free returns like it's something that you guys have that's exclusive. Every site that sells something has hassle-free returns. Most are offering free shipping at this point. Uh, they list Prime Day as something special. Every site has a sale day, and unfortunately, as we've seen recently here, you can look up videos about this in this recent year too, during the holiday season. The deals they have during Prime Day are not exactly deals. People have found where the items that they think that are on sale are not actually on sale. They cost more during Prime Day. You can use something like Keepa to find that. So I don't buy that as a benefit for Prime Day. Next up, we have the ad-free listing of 100 million songs and millions of podcast episodes with Amazon Music. I don't use this service. I don't come to Amazon for music. That's not what I come to Amazon for. If I do, it's to buy a CD. I don't come to Amazon to get music like that. I have YouTube Music for that. That's what I pay for YouTube Red for, is for that kind of service. Next up, there's prescription medications as low as $1 per month. There's a bunch of stuff for that. And the other services you can get, the unlimited eligible generic prescriptions, have additional fees to them. I'm not giving Amazon my medical data. I'm not. They're not interested in giving that. I don't trust them with that kind of data, considering what they've done. That's the last thing I want them to have. They already have my ad data and stuff. And yeah. And if you read into that where it says high quality healthcare from One Medical and all that, there's just so many additional fees. It's just not worth it. We got free 2-hour fresh grocery delivery. I'm not using that either. And again, there's additional fees in there. I don't want that. Unlimited photo storage is a problem. If you guys didn't know about that, they started offering photo storage, and then it was found they were scanning the images and then using that to find items in the images to try to sell you products or bring ads to you. So I'm not giving them any access to my photo data. Probably the only feature I use in this list, besides the Prime shipping benefit they're supposed to be, is the gaming benefits with Prime Gaming. I do actually use that because they do have some exclusive items for games like World of Warcraft and stuff that are specific to that, but those are going to have to be really good from now on, or I'm going to consider canceling my Prime as well because of this other stuff. And again, more than 3,000 books and magazines with Prime rating. Don't care, don't use it. A free 1-year Grubhub membership, Grubhub Plus membership. Don't care, don't use it. I don't use those things. There's really only 2 features I use here. The shipping stuff, the shipping, quick shipping times, which used to be a value, it's becoming bad now, and the Prime gaming benefits. Now, I may try an experiment here soon where I test out what the shipping's like without Prime. I've also already seen with Keepa where their pricing on sales isn't that good. I've also seen using an incognito tab and a regular tab that I'm logged into. I'm not logged in the incognito tab, but 2 different tabs or 2 different browsers, that the items that appear to be cheaper are not, and certain items are cheaper on the source site than on Amazon. So you guys may want to look into that. But if this keeps up and the ads are bad, I probably will consider canceling my Prime membership. It'll save me the money. The money was never really the issue. For me, I don't mind paying into that if the service is going to be good, but with the Prime benefits slipping so badly and a lot of this garbage I don't use, they're trying to be an everything shop, and it's just not going to work. I don't want my medicine through them. I'm not storing photos with them. Those are just a few of those things. I'm not using but 2 things on this list. It's not a value add for me. It's just not. And considering that they're trying to sell the Prime movie benefit and video benefit, and they've pulled titles before, I'm not interested in paying their rental fee for this. So what are your guys' thoughts? Do you plan on canceling your Amazon Prime subscription? I think at this point, everybody should collectively look at canceling it all at once to maybe send a message. I do think the ads and video is going to backfire. No, the $3 isn't too much. That's more of a principal issue. I already paid them for the video benefit, and they have touted the video benefit for the longest time as something of value, and they try to do that here, but then they're going to turn and charge you for it. So I'm considering canceling my Prime subscription at this point. I don't know how much longer I'm going to hold on to it. I know I'll have it through at least February because I am going to test out what the ads are like. I have shows I do watch, like The Boys, Man on the High Castle, stuff like that. But I don't think that I'm going to continue waiting on that content there. I will get it by alternative means, and that's just what's going to happen. If this is how you want people to turn to alternative sources for content, this is how you're going to do it. Again, they need to be backing off some of this stuff they've got. Again, I'm not a business person, not a CEO, but I can tell them where they're losing money, where they're hemorrhaging cash, and where they're not. Charging people more for Prime, because the rates went up too. Mine went up to $139 per year for the Prime stuff. Charging $139 per year and then wanting to charge people additional for other stuff and adding ads in, yeah, there are better ways for you guys to recoup some of the cash you've lost. This is not it. And if you're looking to, and I don't buy that you need the money to make better shows. I don't buy that at all. This is strictly, they're having problems. Amazon is having problems, and they're trying to raise cash to solve those problems. But yeah, anyway, guys, feel free to add your questions and comments. Do you plan on canceling? Maybe we should make a national cancel Prime Day, and everybody in the United States should cancel their subscriptions on that day to see if we can send a message to them. If anybody from Amazon sees this, feel free to contact me. I always put these in there. Feel free to contact me for feedback, and I'll tell you exactly what you need to do to fix this problem. Anyway, guys.